What's up, y'all? You are now tuned into Together We Anime. The anime that we watched this time around is Devil May Cry.
Do not know who that man was. I don't know this man. Sorry to this man. I feel like Kiki Palmer.
The animation is probably what carries this for me. Gang, the people who did the animation for this did Castlevania with the animation, the story, the writing. It is way tighter in Castlevania, and y'all barely did it for Devil May Cry.
As far as how much I recommend it to other people,
We recommend it.
I actually do.
I thought it was decent. I'll watch it over Hunter x Hunter.
Me personally, I'm like right in the middle, and I've watched anime for like a long time. This was ass.
What's up, y'all? You are now tuned into Together We Anime, the anime podcast where we watch, review, and rate a different anime every month with the goal of getting everybody and their mama to watch anime. We release new episodes the first week of every month, where you can find. Oh shoot, I'm messing up. Anywho, this don't matter. The first week of every month, and you can find the episodes on all your major streaming platforms, at Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Audible, all that good stuff. And if you really want to feel immersed in the conversation, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. And if you're already watching us from YouTube, thank you for being subscribed. And don't forget to follow us on Together We Anime on Instagram and TikTok. All right, my name is Nick, and I'm here with Nisho Soul, and Stick Braxton, the regulars. And if you haven't noticed, we got two new faces here. We are joined by a wonderful guest from the TKOh Nah Podcast. We got KeeLowLow in the building,
Gang
and we got
gang.
Pastor Tae in the building. And before we get into this anime, I'm gonna let them introduce themselves and give us a little info about TKOh Nah. So, ladies first, KeeLowLow, if you could let the people know who you are and give us a little insight about TKOh Nah.
I am KeeLowLow, one half of the greatest one of the greatest black podcasts ever. TKOh Nah. Love what I do. We're like, is it 3 seasons in, right? 3 seasons.
Read on season 4.
Yeah, three seasons. But we talk about pop culture, church stuff. We read Am I the Asshole letters. We do Say It With Your Chest. It has been a journey, but a great one. We laugh. We be acting a fool. And of course, one of the hosts on this podcast and these shows so is our engineer. Love him, love him, love him. We love what we do. So glad to be a part of this today. I can't wait to get into this though. Yeah, this is like a whole other side.
Yeah.
Yes, what's up? What's up? All right, Tay, on to you. Tell us about yourself. And if you want to add to what you said about the podcast, you could do that.
Pastor Tay, if you're nasty. Probably the realest pastor you're gonna meet on here.
And this, huh? That's my friend.
What's there to say? Yeah, the podcast is, if you're looking for Christian ratchetness, that's what we bring. We are just very for real, very upfront about how we feel about things. And if you're just looking to have a good time listening to good people talk about somewhat good things, we right up your alley. That's all I got.
Yeah, y'all, I got church in the morning, but the night before,
Listen.
out.
No?
All right, y'all. So yeah, y'all just learned a little bit about our guests from the TKOh Nah Podcast. Please go and check them out. I like listening to them, for the pop culture and stuff like that. They got some fun opinions, some fun takes. I'd be laughing in the car. So shout out to them.
Yeah.
Go check them out. We'll put a link in the description and wherever y'all see this at. So yeah, we about to dive into the review of the anime, and just so y'all know, the anime that we watched this time around, this month, is Devil May Cry. The 8-episode anime that you can find on Netflix.
Yeah.
So just to give y'all, y'all listening or y'all watching, a breakdown of how this podcast works, we talk about the anime over 4 different segments. Number 1, just being our overall thoughts and opinion. Number 2, being the characters. Number 3 being the animation. And finally, we end with sound, all things music, voice acting, that type of thing. And then at the very end, we'll give the anime 1 to 5 rating. And then at the very, very end, we pick the anime for next month. So stick around for that. And make sure you stay tuned. And most importantly, make sure you share your thoughts on Devil May Cry in the comment section below. Because we love to hear, or none. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you share them comments because we love to read them. And without further ado, it's time to talk Devil May Cry. So before we get into this, I give a synopsis of this, and I'm kind of scared to be honest, because the way y'all already hinting towards the way y'all feel about the anime, um, I don't want to speak too lowly. I don't want to speak too highly. I don't even think lowly is a word, but whatever. But I'm gonna try this out. So my synopsis of Devil May Cry. Basically, it's about Denji in his 20s, right? He he grows up to fight demons. And he's fighting these demons
already.
And he be whooping their ass. He also be whipping humans. You know what I'm saying? He be knocking them out, knocking them through walls and stuff. The demons come, they fight them. They go to wherever the demons be, hell. They fight them. The demons try to take over the world. The government is trash as always. And
They went to hell? What anime you saw? Am I wrong?
I don't know if that's what they called it. This is my synopsis. I'm just like you. I'm bad with names, so I don't know what they called it in the anime. But that's what I'm referring it to. I'll know for sure.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so yeah, that's my synopsis. It's never accurate, but it's never wrong. So
What?
Come on.
to get us started, we're gonna go ahead and start with our guests. And so let's start off with you, KeeLowLow. Let us know your overall thoughts and opinions on Devil May Cry, how you felt about it. What was your vibe in watching Devil May Cry?
Oh, numero uno. When I picked Devil May Cry, I actually picked the one that was on Crunchyroll, but I didn't know that y'all was gonna watch the one on Netflix.
My God, you picked the
Oh,
2007
that's number one.
Okay.
Number
Okay.
two, know who that was. Do not know who that man was. I don't know this man. Sorry to this man. I feel like Kiki Palmer. Not Dante. If that was Dante, you got to take the A out and put an O in it or something like that and change the
Dante?
spelling.
That's facts.
You know who that nigga was. Like giving Disney Plus?
It was good. Like, oh, go ahead.
Like the jacket. The jacket was nice. He did some stuff. The very first fight scene, I was just like, what? That's all I got for this whole season. Wait. So confused.
You didn't like the fight
Hello?
scenes? You didn't like the fight scenes?
No.
You tripping?
From playing the game? Absolutely not.
All right, but when they came through his apartment, he came with the blinkies and did all the stuff.
Hey, stop it.
It was a good. Am I wrong? I was entertained. Isn't that not the point, to be entertained?
You're not entertained? No, we're not entertained.
I was
We're
entertained.
not.
I was entertained. And that little bunny rabbit, he was on his job, with the Ishmael. It was a good
on the what? It was
the
on the
little
what?
bunny rabbit, dude with the bunny, the What's his
He
name?
was on the Yamin with the Ishmael. Is that what you just said?
Y'all know what I meant, though.
I did.
Thank you. Thank you. That's all I'm saying. That's all
None
I'm saying.
of these fights were over a 3 out of 10. None of
That's a
them.
lie.
Ooh.
That's a lie.
Ooh.
That's a
That's a
lie.
take. That's a take.
None of
strong
them.
Okay.
Nobody
Okay. You
agrees.
gotta give us more detail on that when we get
What
to
are
the
you basing
animation
that on?
part. Not right now, but the animation part, we gotta come back to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. You got anything else for your overall thoughts?
I'm not sure who she
All right.
talking.
He deserved better. Like
Uh,
I just in your head, because you kind of know the story of this guy. Like you know how he grew up. You know, all of this doesn't matter. Okay, I just want to watch him and his brother beat each other's ass for episodes. That's what I was expecting, and they hurt my feelings.
We didn't
oh.
get that at all.
Bestiality mode. And clearly, the rabbit is a sadist.
Oh my God.
Animation is at the same time.
All right.
All right. Tay, let us know how you felt overall towards the anime.
I thought for what it was all right. Like, the newer animation style I liked. I like,
Mm.
you know what I mean? I liked the first episode when he came out with the Yamin and started
Mhm.
busting up. The what's the little fat yo name with the blonde hair?
Enzo,
So
I
what was
think.
it? Enzo?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like his arc. You know, at first he was slimy, and then at the end he kind of like, "I love you, kid." Like that was kind of dope. At the end, he still died, but like, no, he didn't. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he
He
did.
did.
Yeah, he did. At the end, he still died. So like, all right. But I just felt like I would give it, if I had to give it like I was it a 1 to 5. I would give it a 3.5. Like it's something I would watch. You know what I mean? But it was I like certain characters. The one thing I didn't like was the fake ass love interest. Like there's no reason you should like this chick. She's giving you no reason to trust her. At every corner, this dude making like these little sly, "What's up, short" type comments, and like she's not worth it. You see what she doing every time you give her a chance. She she double tracks you, and then at the end she's like sorry, and still gave you over to the government. Like she whack as hell, and you still giving this chick chances. That was really the main thing I hated about it. It just made him so like trusting and whack. It just wasn't my thing. That was the only thing. That was my only real whatever. Because I wasn't a big game player of it. Like I played the game, but I wasn't like big on it. And I didn't watch the anime on Crunchyroll, so I don't know. I'm still fairly new to anime. I'm only like 2 years in of actually watching anime. So for
Gotcha.
me, I thought it was great. Not
Mm.
great, but I thought it was a good anime to watch. So that's where I'm at.
I just want to say one more thing. How the hell do the government hunt demons and they the demon? That's all I want to know.
Now that I think about that, that's another thing too. A lot of things like, come on, G. But
Demons
Be
are y'all the damn
trash.
demons.
the bunny
Anyway,
rabbit was ill. I ain't gonna hold you. He was doing this thing with the little yeah, I mean.
the white rabbit. We're gonna call him by his name. That threw me all the way off. The white rabbit is crazy.
All right, we gonna get into this white rabbit when we get to the characters section because it
God.
seemed like we all probably got something to say about the
But
white rabbit.
the action I thought was great. I thought
Okay.
was really good for what it was. I thought it was really great action to me. The fight scenes. I don't know how much more you wanted from it. Also, the little snitch dude with the blonde hair, bro. Mark your fucking days.
Oh my God.
No, tell me he ain't whack,
Hey,
bro. How does he keep surviving?
I
hey Tay,
think his days is numbered.
yeah. Hold on to those fillers because we're gonna discuss the
He
characters
keeps surviving.
individually.
My bad.
Clearly, he lived in
Yeah,
the
hold on.
apartment that the Evans family lived in. That's how he keeps surviving.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah. What is he? Is he black, white, mix? I can't tell.
He's a snitch.
Oh,
What
he got some
color
hoe
is
in his
that?
blood.
No color needed for that one. He just a
Right.
snitch at that point.
Mhm.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and go next because I know Nisho and Stick, y'all got some deep attachments to Devil May Cry. So I'm gonna just go real quick, and I'm gonna just say overall, like it was kind of a not a lot of excitement there for me because we watched a lot of these type of anime over the last couple of months. So I was like, ah, here we go again. Demons, large threat threatening the masses. I was like, ah. So it was kind of hard to get attached to it. But as it went on, I was like, I was watching it and I was like, I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Like I don't
Yeah.
feel, you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't mind the the action. I didn't mind some of the weak storytelling because it was just like, okay, this is 8 episodes. I just got to make it to the end. You know what I'm saying? So I just need
Wow.
something to.
Wow. Wow. I
I
just
just
gotta
need.
make it to the end. Wow.
I just need at least a little bit to keep me wanting to watch it, and they gave me those that little bit, those little crumbs to keep me entertained. You know, I didn't fall asleep this time, so that's a plus.
There
That's a
you go.
First
plus.
time in God knows.
I may end up doom scrolling on a few episodes, but
Oh my
sleep,
God.
no. So it was good. It was a very overall, it's very polished. And just overall, I felt like things were missing from the story, and I felt like the story could have been told better. But for an 8 episode anime, I didn't hate it, but I also didn't really love it like that. So, yeah, those are my overall thoughts. Nisha, let's go on to you. I want to say stick for last. Go ahead,
Lovely.
crack them
Yeah,
knuckles.
yeah, no, because I've been waiting for this for what, a couple weeks now. Okay. All right. So if you couldn't tell from my surname, not my go Dante, I kind of feel the way about this. So Don't Make Cry 2025. There was so much there with the source material alone to pull together such a better anime on the story side of it. Right?
Mm,
Because and I wanted to say this more so for the writing side, but I could say it here. Like, if you look at like for anybody who isn't even familiar with the games, right? There are several games where they wrapped up the whole plot in the first 5 minutes for people who are not familiar with the actual games. Enough for people to understand and still be able to enjoy it, right? Exactly. And I'm looking like, okay, it took 4 episodes of the 8 episode anime for them to get to, okay, Dante's half demon. Dante's the son of Sparta. Dante's brother's missing. He eventually shows up, I guess, whatever. Like it's like the pacing was crazy. The the way they characterize a lot of the characters, I know we're gonna get to that whole different section. Again, not my goat Dante. I'm like, the effortlessness of what makes Dante cool is executed so much better in the games. And even for the people who aren't familiar with it, if you were to see this for the first time, it's like, this doesn't feel right. You know what I mean? Like, even for someone who's casually watching this, it's like, I don't think this is actually Dante. And I'm like, they get it.
Yeah,
Even with like
yeah.
with Dante, with Lady, I know we're gonna get into Lady. Um, with Virgil, the fact they completely didn't have one pivotal character of Dante's, blonde, kind of looks like his mom, but we'll get there. But overall, like my thoughts on this, like I'm down the middle about it because like visually it looked amazing. Like there was some spotty spots, yeah. But the other half of like where they tried to do the characters and the story and everything, it wasn't all the way there. And mind you, I love the games. I'm probably coming from that point of view, but even for a casual person, like it ain't hit. But that's just me.
gotcha. Stick, I'm ready. We ready.
Steve, what you gotta say, man?
Not the pause. The head scratch.
So, so here's the thing, right?
Mhm.
I don't have a lot of um experience playing Devil May Cry. I played the first game. I played a little bit of some of the other ones, but I'm familiar with the lore enough to know that when I put something in called Devil May Cry, I want to be entranced by a story about Dante. Is it me, or was a lot of this story about the lady and the White Rabbit? I felt like I learned more about them
Right.
more than more than Dante.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
There
Dante,
it is.
Yeah.
he felt like a third party in his own
Mm-hmm.
fucking show.
In
I'm like,
his
what?
own show. That's why I
I'm like,
said,
bro,
who is this?
I'm like, what
And
is
we
this?
all know Dante is arrogant. He's an arrogant prick. He's not gonna get
Suave.
outshined in his own shit. And the fact that he did was pissing me off.
Suave,
And
arrogant prick, mind you.
and
Like,
so overall, I would say like the story wise, I'm like, what story do you want me to talk about? There was like
Right.
3 or 4 going on at the same time. It took a whole
Mhm.
episode to tell us the backstory about the other two, which again, when we get to it, great episode, maybe the best episode of the series, actually, of the first season.
Mhm.
But still, I felt like Dante's story was consistent or was talked about maybe 2 episodes, 2.5 at
Mhm.
best. And then every other episode, he was like a third party. I think the writing on this was everywhere. Pick a country, pick a state, pick a city, pick a town, pick a local bar that you're at. I don't care. They were
And
there.
here's
They
the
just
thing.
they
Got
picked each one.
ADD.
And I'm like, yo, what are we doing? This is another example of 8-episode anime can work if you
Mhm.
have tight writing and you get to where you want to go in a straight line. You can't take branching paths to try to get to something, especially when it's a source material where the diehards will call you out the first thing you mess up. And I felt like even someone as me who didn't like play the game as much, I was like, that ain't right. This don't make you can't do that, right? So
Right.
No sense. No
so
sense.
it's like story wise, I watched it because like I kind of can guess where things were headed. It was kind of an easy story to follow, but the execution just wasn't there for me. And it gets worse when we start talking about characters and how they acted and how they spoke and all these other things.
All right.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
I have one thing to
Felt
say.
like
In regards
it's
to the
hard to say
games,
on the love that like love that chemistry for whatever reason. Felt like they were banking on that more than what they should have. That made no sense to me.
Mm.
Like,
so
but
in regards to even the games, the games that actually go in order are like 1 through 4. They have like offset games. Like there's a Devil May Cry when he's in like a upside down world. The plot and the story makes sense. The last one that came out that made it even be almost like an origin story, the plot and the story makes sense. Okay? It falls in line. I don't know what the hell this was, and most of it has to do with the battle between him and the brother Virgil. Like what you put in Virgil at the very end. And also I just want y'all to know, just in case y'all want to watch season 2, it comes out May the 12th of this year.
It does.
nope, nope. Let me turn my camera off. Nope, ain't no way, gang. Nah, gang.
wow.
Nah, bro. Not my goat. Not my goat.
And that's gonna be very him and his brother based. But y'all lost me. I got ADD. You can't be all over the place like this. I'm confused. I had to row one. I'm like, White Rabbit, okay, lady, okay, this Enzo Amore. What is going on?
Right. And then it goes from we paying cash to find this dude to the whole war, like the whole stop the war between the two worlds. I'm like, I don't know where y'all going with this. I thought it was going one way, and then it seemed like it segued. And by the last couple episodes, you kind of figure out where this was all coming to a head. But at first, I was like, huh? I was watching it for the action scenes. I was waiting for something to go down. Because other
Sure.
than that, it did nothing for me.
Nothing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. So now we talked about our raw thoughts. We're gonna get into these characters and their relationships and how they played into the story. So Tay, we'll go ahead and start with you on this one. So since you were already kind of talking about the romantic relationship, so what about that part of the storyline just what like wasn't making sense to you as far as like them implying this relationship between them or a development
Well,
relationship?
first off, the whole thing when he was chasing her down or whatever, and he was just playing around until she ended up catching him or whatever. Like,
Mhm.
yo, you got a gun at your chest, Slim, and you making like smooth comments and smiling and smirking. Like, yo, like at some point it ain't a game. Like I understand that's his character or whatever, but like let's be real. She is trying to shoot you, and all you trying to do is get on her good side. And then when she double crossed him, I guess double crossed him technically at the end, I'm like, yo, we just teamed up, had this whole moment or whatever. You know what I mean? I got to know who you was. You got to know, you know what I mean? And then at the end, you just say, I'm sorry. And like give him, you know what I mean? Like bust him off and give him to the government at the end. I'm like, that's corny. I was more mad at her than anything. I'm just like, I don't like people to get taken advantage of. So maybe that's maybe that's a pass for me. Like, yo, that's corny. So that was my part of it. And then what really took me is like, I think everyone's saying it. It's like you're pitting your iron in so many fires. I don't know which one to really, you know what I mean, put my hat on. Do I focus on the whole romantic aspect? Do I focus on this knowing that he has a brother waiting for that to come that never came, basically? Uh you know what I mean? Do I focus on the government trying to track it down only to realize now that they're trying to use him as a weapon? And that part don't even come in until like what, episode 6 or 7 until we really find out what's going on. Because at first you just like, oh, you trying to get him to figure him out because he a demon trying to figure out what he is or whatever. It's too many. I think the story goes too many places. And Slim said it. Like when you only got 8 episodes, you gotta kind of be in line of what you trying to give out to the public who's watching. It's almost to the extent where they were just like they're not sure what they want to do. So we just gonna put this first season out and we gonna see what people like and then do it better the second season. I'm hoping that's what they're doing because the story just there was too many places for my mind to go and I didn't know which one to concentrate on. So by like honestly, by that time I was just by like the third, fourth episode, I was like, all right, I just know it's gonna have some pretty good fight scenes, hopefully, and that's kind of all I concentrated on at that point. Because it got messy, it got a little too messy for me. The story just wasn't there. I like the type of anime. I like the new style of anime it shows, but like the story, it did lose me. Visually, it's appealing, but that's the best I could say for it. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
The best storyline is from the White Bunny dude. He had the best this kind of arc. You kind of almost felt bad for him. You realize how he got there, but like other than that, I don't know. Like I give two damns about Dante unless he's fighting. I don't care.
That doesn't speak well to the
That's
anime that your main
Right,
that's what I'm
character
But
is
saying.
caring
that's
about.
That's a bad
Yeah.
thing.
that's what it's saying.
I'm gonna go.
All right. Well, KeeLowLow, let's go on and go to you next. So, how do you feel about the character, especially
Fuck
the
lady.
MC?
Fuck lady. And Dante, you stupid bitch. That bitch showed you who she was.
he was,
The
and you didn't
whole
believe it.
season. She showed you who she was.
That could have been.
Believe her.
Am
You
I the
see a
asshole
K-pop
for double
haircut
crossing
and
this nigga?
titties.
Mm.
Not a
And
K-pop
titties.
haircut.
And you just get distracted. Okay? This bitch showed you she
Countless times.
multiple times.
I can't.
But that human side of you,
That's what it is.
the human side of you got the best of you. Okay? I didn't feel bad for this dumbass at all. I said, you know what? That's what you get.
I'm a human, and
You
I
had
don't
to
do that.
this bitch when you had to
That's to turn on all lights.
understand. And then, of course, y'all know the government is the government.
The government is the government.
That's the most accurate thing. The government is the government. Okay? I was just like, oh, and they didn't have that many characters, but even the White Rabbit, because I have like some of my notes, like, okay, White Rabbit. Now I know you see the world as corrupt. I get that. Do that shit. Like, okay, we agree with you to a certain extent, but you can't be
Right.
going around just being like trying to stick everybody out. Fuck the vice president and ours too. And so
No, you know.
and
What
so you
about
was alright.
And so you died.
You was alright, Enzo.
Oh,
You was alright. You was in all over the place. The whole anime with Coast was all over the place. But Dante is so like Six said, Dante wasn't even in like I feel like in most of this story, His ass, like, you know how they roll the credits at the end and the main person be at the top? Dante needed to be like in the middle on all of these damn episodes up until about 4 or 5. And I think that's what's throwing you off because you're like, like Devil May Cry, you know the plot, you know the story, like he kills demons, he does all of this and that. But all these sideline, it felt like y'all
The
know how
refugee.
when you play Batman, they got the main story in Batman, but then they got all these other like side missions that you can get distracted on from the main mission. That's what it felt like. I felt like we was watching somebody play side missions and then go back to the main story and then go back to the main storyline and play it on Twitch. That's what I felt like. All the characters, I mean, I'm just mad that Dante wasn't like my favorite because I felt like Six said, he was present. And I think that's what they edged us. Okay? They lied to us. They lied. You are the liars. Okay? Even when you watch the trailer, you're like, oh yeah, but when you watch the actual show, you're like, who the fuck? Wait.
Where he at though?
Yeah, where he at?
Where they at though?
Where at?
But that's my take on it. Yeah.
Okay. Nisha, tell us about the characters.
Big stretch, here it comes. There it is.
Look.
Setting us up for the
Stick. I
mood.
swear this is like half my notes. I swear to God. All right, I'm gonna keep it brief.
I know, brother.
We got a full crowd here. All right. Now I'm gonna go Dante. So the characterization of Dante, right? Again, I couldn't help but do a Venn diagram of the games versus how he was in the anime. Because again, it feels like, I'm coming from the place where I played 3, 4, and a little bit of 5. Like, the characterization of Dante was streamlined way better in the games. It's like, okay, he's charismatic, swaggy as fuck. We know he fights demons. We know he's looking for his brother Virgil. We know these things like verbatim in a more succinct manner. But in the show, it's like, he's like naive. He's like, yeah, I want to pursue lady as a love interest. When in the source material, it's like that was not the case. They were allies. They weren't lovers. It's like even lady's characterization. I'm like, shorty ain't a main character in this. Like, even in the games, like, they gave her a great role, but it wasn't to overshadow Dante. It overshadowed Dante in the anime. And I'm like, funny enough, I actually put in my notes. I'm like, yeah, by the time I got to this, I'm like, I wonder how many people made a drinking game out of every time lady says fuck. Because, dear God, that's all she said. It felt like that was her whole personality. I'm like, she wasn't just edgy in the games. It was more reasonable to where you could actually relate to her. But if we're strictly talking anime, lady, the focus didn't need to be on lady. It didn't. And in that regard, I'm surprised they never threw Trish in, because I'm like, Trish is a pretty integral part of who Dante's character is. Like, for those who don't know Trish, it's like kind of a clone of his mom, but not really. But it's like she's like a supernatural being, but she's very integral to Dante's story. But I'm
Wait,
like,
we got some DNA angel stuff going on here.
oh,
He's
hell
just a
no.
clone
Hold
of
on,
his
whoa,
mom.
no,
Ain't no
it's-
fucking
listen,
way. Ain't no fucking.
listen. This anime ain't that bad. Relax, my boy.
Okay.
This is not DNA Angel bad. I swear to God.
It's not that bad.
No, I just meant with the mom thing. Like,
Oh, no,
he going after his mom. His mom.
No.
Okay.
Like, the way they characterize Trish is way different in the game. It's actually really good. But like, my overall shit with it is like, they had the source material to do these characters justice, but it just seemed like they went completely left of like their genuine personality. Like, even with them like teasing Virgil at the end, I'm like, so y'all gonna do the whole anime without introducing Virgil in the beginning?
Correct.
Not at the end, but not even do a tease at the beginning. That was insane to me, because all they did was like some fake me out of like some demon that looked like Virgil. And I'm like, bro, they're literally two sides of the same coin. Like Dante, reckless, abandoned, suave, Virgil, calculated, merciful. Like, okay, I know my brother's gonna come and stop me. I'm gonna still do this shit. Fuck it. But I'm like, everything was there to genuinely make this so much tighter as far as the character goes. You know what I mean? Tay, look, I said it in the group chats. I was not gonna do this shit sober. I was not gonna do this shit sober. I couldn't. But like, my whole shit is like, I feel like the pieces were there to make all the characters more relatable and more streamlined than what we got. And I'm gonna give y'all credit. The White Rabbit, genuinely solid, genuinely a great thing. But we go back to Lady. Lady's the reason this motherfucker became the White Rabbit. Anyway, stick. Go ahead.
Wait. Was it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Yes.
gotta remember.
Because
But I
like
thought she had a cool arc though. I like how she helped them refugee demons stay alive.
Well,
Like
again,
when
she caused the shit
well,
low key. But
well,
anyway.
she did.
yeah,
She
but
did,
Right.
and then her decision to save them is then the president, that vice president, found out, and then he killed them all. So,
no,
yeah,
I thought they.
The fucking vice
I
president, bro.
thought he did. Am I wrong?
Or the
yeah.
vice president?
Once
Yeah, he sent everybody in there to like
yeah,
Yeah,
he
the
was like,
take
"Yo,
them all
what?"
out.
You got it.
He was like,
You
"What?
got it.
What y'all doing?" He's like, "Oh no,
You got
go ahead,
one order.
Take him out."
You got one
thought they
order.
still
I'm gonna
end up
give y'all
getting out.
order to override the
Mm-mm.
order.
Damn.
Wait,
Yeah,
what the
well,
fuck?
they were some of them were getting out, and then they were murking
yeah.
them as they was leaving.
That's crazy.
Can we just say that like the VP coming in at the end of like what episode 8 being like, yeah, bomb this shit. We taking it over. What the fuck y'all gonna do in hell? What are we doing, nigga? What are we doing?
What
You want to weaponize
specifically
hell?
We're
any
gonna
big
colonize
government
hell.
would do? They didn't put a station anywhere.
Right.
They don't care.
Hey yo.
That's
That's a
why they
fact.
trying to
That's
go to the moon
wild.
now.
I'm like, yo.
Oh, I had a thought. I'm gonna save it for the music. I had a thought. Never mind. I'm gonna save it for the music. Never mind.
All right, Stick, you can go ahead and give us your info on the characters.
All right, I'll try to focus on. There's just a few. Let's just focus on my man first, right? So here's the thing, right? I named my oldest son after Dante. Dante's Inferno, Devil May Cry Dante. I was like, wow, what a cool, strong character, very confident, not corny at all.
Hmm.
The moment this man opened his mouth, I was like, who the fuck is this? Because my man does not talk like this.
Hold on.
No,
Yes.
go. No, go.
Wait, what did he
Bruh.
say? Do you remember?
It was some weird, he was like, I'm just looking for a cool way to say this. Like, bitch, you are cool. What is this?
You're
What is
Dante,
it?
nigga. Like, oh my god.
What?
The disappointment was real.
Sorry.
When I started watching that, did I not say the first episode I started watching that, I came on our podcast and I was like, yo, something ain't right. Did I not say that? I was like, yo, I don't know too much about this cat, but I know this ain't right.
It's not.
Not
we
my
had
movie.
talked
Okay.
before. We had talked before the pod opened, and we were talking about, those of us who had kids. Like, oh, we're kid. We have kids. But I was like, oh, I'm kid, and whatever. I'm pro kid, but I'm like really not anti. Whatever, right? I knew this anime was gonna go left, and stay with me. I don't
Stay with
believe in
me.
this.
Stay with me.
In real life, I don't believe in this. Let's just get that out the way already. That way, no one gets confused. My Dante would have shot that baby with no questions asked. He would have shot that baby. He wouldn't have
Oh.
hesitated. He would have.
I mean-
He wouldn't have allowed that mother to step in and to not shoot the baby. Dante, you should have shot the baby. Now, of course, it's a demon, so he would have been right. But he wouldn't have second guessed himself.
No.
Like he held the gun too late.
No.
Exactly.
My Dante would have shot.
Better
him,
be
would've
safe
shot
than
the baby.
sorry.
My dog said, not my God.
Not my Dante.
He just would have shot the baby because he just, you know what I'm saying. So like, he
My
would.
dog can't shoot babies.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh my
I don't know what your
Killing
dog
kids
think.
again.
But we be killing kids over here.
The government, y'all know the drill. He was just corny, man. He was just everything about him just was not. He was the opposite of what the game was supposed to be, and that was very frustrating. Everything from the way he talked, the way he kind of his decision making was weird the whole time. Yeah, I his character should not be hard to do. And just with
Right.
and with the season 2, you would hope that because Dante and Virgil's story is very similar to another story in anime, and that is Vash and Knives from Trigun. They are basically the
Ooh.
exact same story. Two brothers One's on one side and says, I'm going to do things this way. The other's on the other side and said, I'm going to do things this way. And that's where they butt heads. Cool. It's an easy story to tell. I don't know why. I know why they did it. They did it because they want y'all to get season 2. They knew this first season was bullshit. They hooked y'all, got us all like suckers on a bait. We're getting reeled in like Patrick did when he was jumping on them hooks. You know the episode.
That's what I said.
Anyway, you know the episode. And so now I feel compelled to watch season 2 because you added Virgil at the end. So it's whatever.
Right.
Lady, by the way. You just know that she would vote MAGA.
Yeah, trust the brother.
You just know. You
3
just know
terms.
she would.
If she
Red
could.
hat. Red hat is crazy.
Code orange.
I don't know if she has, because the vice president was really big on him. He's a whole other thing. I'm not getting to him. But vice president was really on this is God's work. Whatever, right? She either got religious psychosis, or she's a nationalist, or she's got a both. But she is on both of them. She said, I am doing this for God, or I'm doing this for my country, or she's doing both. You know how they can confuse the two, and they think that Christianity and nationalism is the same thing. I would love to hear that from y'all, since y'all have some Christian stuff on y'all. But it just feels like
was her. Yeah, I'm listening. What I can't think of what was her like motivation to it all.
she got attacked by some demons early, and then her dad got caught up in the whole thing. So she just gung ho and whatever. She got a little racism in it too. You know what? She got a lot of problems. That's all I'm saying. She got a bunch of issues. She got a bunch of issues. A lot of these other characters, some of these other characters don't even matter. They try to make us care about some of the Darkon people. It's like I don't know. I guess there was 2 that was like dating or whatever, and they died, and they post that this emotional moment. Bitch, I don't care. You died. It's over. Y'all was not here.
I didn't care about none of them dying. When they was on that bridge, like I was like, why are we doing this?
Hey bro, I'm cool. But yeah, the characters. White Rabbit is cool. I like his backstory. I like everything. I think we all like the White Rabbit kind of in a slight way, but
yeah,
everybody else I feel like they're just writing. And as soon as we get to the sound part and I start talking about dialogue, it's gonna get real ugly. So I'm gonna move on to Nick now.
All right. So I'm gonna try to keep mine brief as well. I'm gonna start off with Dante. I second pretty much what everybody was saying. I just like when I was watching it, I was like they could have gave this anime like a subtitled like Devil May Cry, some to make it like tell us that we telling a story through the rabbit's point of
Maybe the origin,
point of view.
something.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like that's who I felt the story was about. Like I was like, okay, this is about the rabbit, the dude in the fly suit. Like, all right, like, like I could get with that. And then it's like, oh shit, no, the story is technically about Dante, and it's like. I was like, okay, well, he's just here. He's like, for me, he really was just like, he was there because they needed somebody to fight the demons. Like, that was pretty much his purpose. And I was like, I don't know anything else. I went in blind with this. I don't know too much about Devil May Cry. And I was like, if he is the MC, they doing him an extreme disservice because, like, you think the anime is about him. You watch the trailer, like he said, and you think it's supposed to be about him and what he can do. And we see a little bit of what he can do, but it's not like we're not attached to him as a character in any kind of way as far as the story goes. And so on to my favorite character.
Hunter.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet.
You don't want to.
Oh no.
Say, do not say nothing, please. Nigga ain't saying it yet. Do not say it.
But when you think about it, it's kind of Hunter. That's kind of the same thing in their main character. Like he's supposed to be the main character, but he's like the side character of everybody else's quest. It's basically
he's way more main character than Dante. In this
Yeah, no, he's way more main character. He's way more main character.
He is not. That little boy with the fishing rod in the beginning. No, he is not.
The first arc, no. The second arc beyond, it's give and go. It's give and go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, whenever y'all do that, y'all invite me. I got a lot to say on that.
Oh my god,
we gonna remember. They gonna remember
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Let's see. My additional notes about as much as I like the rabbit, when they introduced his backstory, I'm not gonna lie, that episode I was a little confused. And then I was like, who the hell is this new person? Like I thought they was introducing a whole new character. And I was like, is this supposed to be the girl's long lost foster brother or something? I was confused.
Yup.
And then when I started picking up, I was like, oh, this is a story about the rabbit. I was like, oh, okay, I actually like how they told the story. I wish they would have let me know that's who the story was about from the beginning. Then I wouldn't have been so confused.
Right.
Also, the rabbit talked too much. I was like, he be pillow talking too much. I'm like, why is you telling everybody about your weaknesses? Like, shut the hell up. Like, you just telling everybody about the thing in your chest and like your whole like, just shut up and be the demonic, well dressed, smooth talking motherfucker you are. Like, you know what I'm
Animationist. I
saying?
just
What
said that in the beginning.
you
I said he's
did.
a
I'm
faded
agreeing with you.
animationist.
You know
All
what
in
I'm
the
saying?
same thing.
You know what I'm saying? Do your thing, kid. Devil wears Prada. You know what I'm saying?
Devil
And
wears Prada.
and as much as I like them, I didn't like that they wrote him like that because I'm just like, bro, just let him be hard. I hated how they brought him back in the end too, and they threw that plot twist thing and that he could eat the other demon and become a demon himself. And
Yeah.
they couldn't find some other way to make him, or they couldn't just kill him after he got killed the first time. Like I don't understand why they had to try to bring him for this second final boss fight. It was annoying. It's like they didn't want the story to end for some reason. I don't know. Lady, I ain't writing no notes on her because she wasn't much of an
She's searching
important
though.
story to
Nick
me.
said, "Ain't no nose game."
Oh, back to Dante. I was so mad that they like was giving us little hints of what his like bad bitch demon was, and I was like, why? Like they could have gave us like a piece of that like full blast at least once. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, not this, oh, it gets weak and then it fizzles out. Like, nah, like let me see it in all this power and then give me the cliffhanger to season 2. Don't like you already been fumbling the story all up to this point. At least give me what I want to see. Like, give me something. So
Okay, let's
yeah,
see some
other than that, I ain't
dialogue.
write no comments on other characters. I put everyone was expendable and that was accurate also in my
Yeah.
so I agree with y'all on all that. Like the mother characters were just
Everyone was expendable is crazy.
The
they
real
got killed
expendable.
and we didn't care. So,
we do not care.
But yeah, that was my opinion on the characters. Next we're gonna go into the animation. This one we're gonna jump back and start off with Key. So Key, let us know how you felt about the animation.
The animation I was not upset about. That
Okay.
that was great. It gave me like early 2000s type of like vibes.
Mhm.
I love like the animation on it. I just wish the animation lived up to well the storyline was as good as the animation. Um to me that was good, and it's
Mm,
very hard for me to think that a animation for anime is good because sometimes it just depends, like
Mhm.
sometimes it looks cheesy,
Like
yeah.
but
Hunter x
hey,
Hunter.
to me nothing will ever top Demon Slayer. Like right now Demon Slayer animation is, I seriously think, this is my opinion. The people who do these animations, they gotta be having like their families locked away in a gas chamber or something
Oh my
like
God.
that. And I just feel like they're like, do you want to see your family again?
Oh my
Do you ever want to see
god.
your family again?
It's
You better
Sappho.
make this right. It's that good.
Mm.
Fuck.
But yeah,
Demon Slayer?
yeah.
Uh-oh.
I said what I
Animation.
said.
She said animation only though. It looks pretty.
Animation only. It
It looks
is.
pretty.
It's beautiful.
Okay.
Nothing about the story. It looks pretty.
I ain't got no
What?
dog in this fight.
Oh, okay, we can get into that another day. But anywho, um, 'cause y'all already know how I feel about Demon Slayer. But anywho, but yeah, I like the animation. I get just the animation
Hmm.
8.3 out of 10.
Mm,
Okay.
that's high. That's super high.
Mm.
Yeah, because it just gives me like it gives me nostalgia, which is another reason I was pissed off. I'm like,
Mhm.
y'all giving me. Oh, God. I want to beat their ass for real,
Oh
for
my God.
playing with me and edging me. Like I really do. Mm-mm,
Rock'em
mm-mm.
Sock'em.
We're together. We're God damn it.
All right, Tay.
Y'all woke up and chose violence.
I
So
see.
I personally love that the animation style. I like it gives almost like what's that drink called? Invincible type of almost
I can
like
see
Mhm.
that.
kind of
Yeah.
I can see that.
that new school kind of feel to it. And that's something just as a newcomer to anime I like. Like,
Mhm.
you know
Yeah,
what I mean? When I watch some of them, when I go back and watch some of the older anime, I'm just
it's a little
like
flat.
like if you watch the original Baki, you like what is this versus the newer Bakis that came out. The anime is totally different. Well, it's yeah, right. If you talk the original compared to now,
Yeah.
I'm more into that new style of animation. So it was great. I love the airplane scene when he first turns to that demon thing when everybody falling from the airplane. I thought that was dope.
Mm-hmm.
I
That
thought
was
how they did that
triggering.
was dope.
Mhm.
Some of the hand to hand combat he had with the girl on the building top when he was chasing her down. I thought that whole joint was dope. So yeah, I really liked it. If I had to, I can't think of one off my head. I'm sure there's a ton, but I can't think of nothing that necessarily like beat it out leaps and bounds. So I would give it a
Mhm.
9 out of 10. Like it was when I think of anime I want to watch as far as visually, that would be it. Bright colors, hard lines, detail when it needs to be, and then a background is kind of not like it. That's what I want to watch.
Mhm.
As far as the type of animation, that's something I would want to watch. So I give it. I just don't know. I'm sure there's a 10 out of 10 somewhere. So I'm holding off my tens, but I'll give it a 9. I thought it was great.
Okay. All
Mhm.
right.
Oh yeah, shout outs to Dance Dance Revolution making an appearance. That's why I was like, okay, I'm feeling the
Yeah,
nostalgia.
that was
That
a
was fun.
fun little addition to it. Far as the animation, I agree with Tay. Like, one thing I found that I really enjoy in anime, and I'm a new watcher too. I just started watching like what 2020, 2021, whatever. And I like a lot of the anime with the bold content, just looks like the colors are deep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like my favorite anime, like Tokyo Ghoul, Space Dandy, as dumb as that one is, like, like I like all those big, bright, in your face kind of colors. And like it's way better than kind of the flatter tone, which I feel bad for the old anime because they just never gonna really hit too much for me on the animation side.
Right.
Shout out at least Cowboy Bebop did. So shout out to them. They were a little ahead of their time with
hmm
animation. Um, what else I got on here? As far as the fight scenes, some of them was cool. Like I guess I'm getting a little better at seeing some of the CGI stuff because some of it was like a little off to me.
Mm.
The demons outside of the plant looking one, some of them looked a little stiff to me. Like it felt weird because like you had these fight scenes and these other moments that was real like fluid and smooth, and then you
Yeah.
have these really stiff like early 2000s Power Ranger looking.
They were standing there waiting to get shot.
It's just
Yeah.
like they just look like stickers almost in the anime, and that kind of lost some points for me. But other than that, I enjoyed some of the fight scenes. Like I said, really enjoyed the colors and enjoyed the settings and stuff. Um, and yeah, that's it for me. Before I pass it to Stick though, Key, you mentioned the fight scenes. So what was so bad about the fight scenes
Nothing.
that
I
you? Because you said
didn't
you liked the
like
animation
it.
overall, but
Hey
earlier you
yo.
were like the fight scenes
Nah,
were like a three out of.
like they just I'm telling y'all, it gave me Disney Plus. Like
Very. It was yeah. It was
it
very
wasn't.
polished. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. I'm telling y'all, of course, because again, going back to the game reference, I want
Mm.
blood. I want it everywhere. Him. I just want pop out. Like Stitch
Mm-hmm.
said, kill the baby. Kill
Oh my
the
god.
baby.
Oh my god.
What are we doing? We got a heart now? We getting soft? Is that
Yeah.
what's happening?
I got you. I got you. And they just didn't
Yeah.
go all out as much as like it could have.
Yeah. Yes. 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 I think that's what it was.
I,
Yeah.
I feel that. I feel that. All right, stick on to you. How'd you feel about the animation?
All right, so the animation to me, it's fine. It's cool. I wasn't like blown away. I think like he said, like there's anime now these days where like they're kind of going above and beyond with stuff like Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen. I would even put I wouldn't put Demon. I wouldn't put Chainsaw Man up there. But like Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, those two to me are like kind of setting the bar for what you can do as far as like animation goes. As far as clean and just like all these different colors and vibrant and all this stuff. I like how they did it. But Devil May Cry wasn't terrible, right? Like Nick said, there was some CGI moments there where it's like I'm just not the biggest fan of that. I've never been the biggest fan of like just CGI, especially not full CGI. But when you have a certain style and then like you kind of change it up for like fight scenes, like for certain shots and certain angles, and you do CGI, it's always weird to me. It's like not used to that, or it's like it just takes me out of the experience that's happening while it's going on. So it says here that the animation was done by Studio Mir, is what they're saying. I want to say it is a South Korean studio, and
they outsourced the work.
So then when you look at like what they've like touched, you're like, you can kind of see why it's like in the good area, almost even closer to that great area, but maybe not all the way up there. But then you're like, why didn't you just go with what you knew? They touched stuff that such things as Legend of Korra, season 4 of the Boondocks. We don't talk about that season.
So far, a lot of controversial anime.
Young Justice, Harley Quinn. They've also touched. Now, Key, you talked about Disney Plus. There is a Disney Plus that they have touched. That is a very good thing. X-Men 97 was very, very good. Was very, very good.
Golden.
So, hey.
I'm a chill.
You know?
No way!
Yeah.
I'm a chill.
They offer their animation services for X-Men 97.
I'm a chill. I
but
swear
you can see that though.
Yeah, because the animation is good.
Yeah.
It's the
And
story
then they've also
that's
done
the issue.
Right.
They ran out of HP.
Jesus. Their most recent anime that they worked on is Trigun Stargaze. So it's like the follow up to the reboot of Trigun. Animation's fine. The fight scenes are okay. Like I think he said, it's Devil May Cry. Like should be a lot of blood. I should see stuff hitting the screen for some reason. I should feel like
I was expecting Chainsaw Man level of gore and shoot 'em up, stab.
I was kind of going for. But it was fine. Like they were smooth. There was like no janky movements or anything like that. Maybe some stiff moves like Nick was talking about. Dante looked great. He looked great. He looked great. He looked accurate. Even the shot of Virgil, the very brief shot of Virgil we got, he looked good. So that's positive. Yeah, like it's cool. The animation's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, the animation's fine, man.
Can I? Well, I'll let you.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
What do you think the best fight scene was?
Let me think.
That's a very simple list, sir. I'm not gonna lie.
I got mine.
A lot of it too, though, was just like Dante versus goons or Dante versus X amount of people. Like I feel like we never really got a super big ultimate boss fight.
Climacto,
Yeah, like we kind of got it with him and Lady. I guess I would say him and Lady versus souped up White Rabbit. I guess just because it was like the end and you kind of got the little back and forth or whatever. I think, but even I'm gonna go with that one. Real quick before I switch over to Nisho, there was one I was animation thing I wanted to shout out. Episode 6, the episode where it was pretty much silent for throughout the entire episode. No dialogue, no nothing, but it was kind of like they told the story in 2 different sections. So it was ladies growing up and White Rabbit growing up, and no dialogue, just bunch of silence, just music playing in the background, and they told a story. Great animation, great storytelling. They really did a good job. Whoever worked on that episode should have worked on the entire thing. It was clear that they didn't, and yeah. So, Nisho, what you got for animation, brother?
You literally just said what I was going to say about episode 6. That was like the one that stood out the most to me because it felt like a story, a genuine, minimalistic, what they did in the games, story. Literally, I'm like, you could have spread that, like, obviously no dialogue because we need the dialogue at some point.
Right.
But they would have taken that approach for the whole anime. It would probably would have been a little bit better as far as writing wise and like carrying the story. But animation, like, it was bright. It was vivid. Key, I wholeheartedly agree with you. I'm sitting here like, so we're not gonna act like the games weren't rated M for a reason. Like we're just gonna skip over the main part of the game. Like no blood, like no excessive blood. Like obviously, I know they gotta keep the guidelines, Netflix, whatever. But that's that. If we're talking animation wise, that was like the big thing that was missing. I'm like, shit got gory in the games. Obviously not extremely gory, but it got to a point where it's like, oh, there's a reason why Dante actually took up this job and actually agreed to do the shit for money. It's like literally, I'm like, it was a lot that could have been done, but it just didn't seem like it could have been done. But funny enough, Stick, you mentioned in Studio Mirror, right? If I'm saying it right.
I did, brother.
Yes. So,
yeah,
so you know the other anime they did, right?
I do.
They, so for our audience that's not privy, they also did Castlevania because they did that.
Then they have no excuse not to have blood because
There you
Castlevania
go. There you go. Tay
is
said it. And
gruesome.
mind you, they have also done a much tighter story, a much tighter in between of like doing stuff for a diehard and a casual audience as far as like being fluid with the story and everything. I'm like, y'all could have taken what you did with Castlevania and put it in Devil May Cry. Like literally the Patrick meme. You could have did this and did it with Devil May Cry. Like, what are we doing? But if we're strictly talking animation, like that's probably the hot point of the whole thing. If we're gonna be honest, it is.
What was your favorite fight scene?
I almost want to say when Dante fought like who's the final big bad that Dante had to fight at episode 8?
That was the rabbit, right?
The rabbit.
Yeah,
He ate the demon and
as he
got
ate old boy.
swole.
Yeah.
Got big.
Oh,
yeah.
oh my god, I forgot about that bullshit. I honestly would say that, but it's like I feel like if they had to build up to Dante doing the double trigger moment, that was the episode to do it, and they did it like 4 episodes early, and it didn't
That's
hit
what
the
I'm
same.
saying, bro.
didn't
Like,
hit the
if there was
same.
ever a moment, that was the one. But
Like
here we
save
go.
it
We gotta let Lady do the big thing. Like it's
We gotta-
annoying, bro.
we
I'm
gotta-
telling you.
We gotta throw all our money at Netflix, Capcom. Anyway,
Yeah.
All right. So that wraps up your take on the animation.
yes.
All right, cool. All right, so now we on our last segment, as far as like reviewing the anime, and this segment is about the sounds. So we talk about the music, the like filler music, the voice acting. If you have any quotes that you liked from here, so all that kind of stuff. So Tay, we're gonna go ahead and start with you. How do you feel about the sound in the anime?
It wasn't nothing to write home about. I mean, I think talked to it. What was it? What was that? Episode 6 was like the best when nobody said nothing. They just had the background music. like because it held so much weight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It held so much weight. It guided you into how they was feeling. Like, oh damn, it's some sad shit, right? But like, I mean, the dialogue, those cheesy pickup lines when she's trying to kick your ass and you kind of like I think back when she tore off his shirt. You're not a demon. You must be a hybrid. Bitch, how did you get there? You've never seen a hybrid before. So
Just
where
guessing.
you know what I'm saying? You rip off his shirt and you see he got a 6-pack or whatever. Then he see you seeing him and he got like this like, I don't know, like look at me, I'm flexing type deal. And then you just come up in your head like, you're not a demon, you're human, but you're a hybrid. How'd you get there if you've never seen a hybrid? Like, that wasn't even something that existed. So how'd you get there? That was my thing. And I'm just like, those type of stupid ass, like, how they got to places and just the weird ass stuff. Or even, like his father figure, the little fucking midget, fat ass midget. No offense to fat ass midgets.
But only
is that
them,
the
by the
wrong
way.
thing to say? Huh?
But only them. But only specific those ones.
Right. Only
The,
them.
the
Well,
sleazy ones.
all little people.
Oh my God.
Look, y'all down to earth. We love y'all.
Down. Wait, hold on. No. That was the
Down
most
to earth
craziest
is
double entendre
crazy.
I've ever. I don't even know if he meant it, but that is hilarious as fuck.
As you don't laugh. As you don't laugh.
It's too late though.
But I mean,
The crossover we needed, God. Oh my
oh, because I said they down to earth. Cool.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Even like how he came to it, like it just wasn't. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. It was like I look at it like if you watch like I don't know, if you watch Fast and Furious, you know what you're getting. Like everything family. You know what I'm saying? Like that's stupid and corny, but it fits for the world they're in.
Everything for
I
the
just
family.
felt like for what she was doing and it
Hey,
fit,
Nick.
but it was still whack. Like that's how I felt. It was like Fast and the Furious. The dialogue was like Fast and the Furious, for real. It was just you're making it corny, so why not be corny while you're making it corny? And I was like, okay. But like, I guess if I had to give it a score, episode 6 kind of was the pinnacle of what it was, and that was the episode where nobody really talked. So what does that say about the rest of the show? But it was a good episode, so maybe the best as far as story. So I mean, I don't know what that says about everything else. So I don't know what to give that. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know.
You don't have to give it nothing.
Yeah,
That's it is what it is. Nothing to write home
it
about.
is
What it is.
we don't have to
Shut
explain
up,
ourselves.
Nisho.
It is what it is.
Shut up.
It is what
It is what it is.
All right, Key, let us know how you felt about sound, audio, all that.
Limp Biscuit.
You
Limp
wasn't feeling the limp
Biscuit.
of the
No.
biscuit?
Limp Biscuit. Yes.
Oh,
And the fact that so that's what pissed me off too. Because when you watch the first episode and you hear the theme music, you're just like, yeah,
Yeah,
y'all
no.
better.
High
And then
key.
they let you the fuck down. It could be better. I'm going to watch season 2 though. Now that they did like the Virgil reveal, but I struggled through this anime. I feel like this anime was kind of like when a nigga who you are very sexually attracted to talks a whole bunch of shit and then they let you down.
2 days. 2 days.
No.
2 days.
Cut that off the front of recording. No.
Cut it out.
I don't even get the reference.
People,
Lord.
if you know, you know.
Lord. Why can't you cut a camera?
2 days. He said.
That's an
If
internet
you're
reference. I
not
don't
going
be
to
on
do
the
any
internet.
fucking thing else, you're
That
going
is
to
a-
never let me live that down.
That is a TKOh Nah reference.
Oh, that's an
my
episode
God.
I missed then.
Listen,
Nick, I got you.
I feel like it could be
Yeah, send me
better.
that,
I think they disappointed us so much that they have nowhere to go but up at this point. For that X-Men 97 shit has got my brain completely scrambled. That's why I said I guess they ran out of HP. And if you want to know about that, just play Kingdom Hearts. You'll know what I'm talking about. It's
That's
almost like
diabolical.
when you're in those
Worst
last
thing ever.
final when you're in those last final battles and you literally have to fight for like a fucking hour before you get to a save point. I feel like that's how it was. They were like, okay, X-Men 97. Okay, well, there's no save point yet. Okay, so we exhausted some of our HP. Then the next one, okay, no save point. And we're at now they're at they're at flashing light HP now when they wrote this anime.
I still don't know what you're talking about, but I'm gonna go with it.
It's okay. They do. Okay, they do.
Yeah.
It's just
The
honestly,
gamers. What's a gamers thing?
listen.
Y'all locked in with that.
It could have been a lot better. I do feel like it was not necessarily overhyped, but I feel like they tricked us. I feel trick bagged, bamboozled, and swindled. It's the window. And then you're watching it too because you're just like, maybe it'll get better. Maybe it'll get better. Maybe it'll. Okay, I'm on episode 4 now. Okay, so it's gonna. Okay, we're at the. Well, I was like, okay. It's gonna get. Wait, what what is happening? What do we care about this two-eyed bit Christmas light eye bit? What the fuck about her? Then you named her Lady, which pissed me off because y'all know, like Lady and like Nisha said, Lady and Trish.
Mm-hmm.
She what is this? With her pop ass haircut, I'm never gonna let that go.
The haircut is
Y'all, this bitch was built like a cyborg. What is going on? Other than that,
Built like a
Yo.
cyborg.
I'm gonna watch season 2. I'm gonna give season 2 a try now that they've introduced Virgil. I agree with Nick when Nick was like, maybe they should have named it like Devil May Cry: The Origin or The Beginning or The First Gate to Hell. Something. Like, because again, you're expecting like how it always is, and don't fuck up a good thing. Like the plot always is the plot. Stay with the plot. We don't care that it's a whole other, like organization making this anime, doing whatever. Now she want to go back and watch the one on Crunchyroll, like the old school one, just to see. Because I've never seen that one. But now I feel like I want to watch that one too.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and go next. As far as the audio goes, I like the intro song too. I was hip. I think that's either Evanescence or the lady from Evanescence. I forget her name. That's singing
So
it.
the
Am I
intro
wrong?
theme is Limp Bizkit. It's rolling.
Okay,
Yeah.
so well, she has some song in there. It was the one that stuck out the most to me
It
because I
was
was like,
probably
oh, that's
during one of the fight scenes.
Homegirl.
Yeah, I love her. I
the
love
black people love her.
Evanescence.
I was like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, I know her voice
Yeah.
from anywhere. I was like, I know that one. So I wrote a note like somebody really loves their 2000s. I don't even know what type of rock that you know what I'm saying?
Rolling.
They love
Yeah.
that. You know what I'm saying? And it worked for the anime for the most part. I wish they would have took some more inspiration for as far as building out Dante's character, but you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I would have liked to watch this with a surround sound system, which I don't have yet, but it would have been great to hear some more of the action like around me and stuff like that. Other than that, yeah, no, the sound wasn't too crazy, nothing to go crazy. The voice acting, I don't know how I felt about it. Like I didn't hate it. This is one of those I was kind of neutral towards the voice acting. Like I'm not disgusted by it, but I don't love it
The
either.
demons choking Nisha. Anywho.
Yeah, that's crazy. um, and what did I say? There was one line that I liked. They said like, "We can't take the world from you, murderous apes, but we can show you hell." I was like, oh, you
Good.
know, when that happened, I was like, oh, they gonna leave us on a cliffhanger of the demons taking over the earth, and they just gonna be. I was like, but then they didn't do that. They bailed them out, which I hated. I was like, could we not have just been in the dark place? You know, could we not have seen what that looked like? But we had to leave off on a good note because Disney Plus vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Because Disney.
And it seemed like overall the writing was geared towards just being more like commercially acceptable for like a bigger audience. So I feel like they didn't go as dark as they could have, which I like a dark anime. So take me through there. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to
Take me there.
I'm going to.
and they didn't do that. But yeah, overall sound, the different everything that goes into it. It worked for the anime, and I feel like if anybody showed up for work, it was the people that worked on the animation and the sound. Even though like all of that could have been better, at least they understood the assignment. They clocked in and did what they were supposed to do. Everybody else though, I don't know what happened.
Right.
Nisha, let's go on to you. How'd you feel?
Sound. Okay. I typically go like sound design, voice, music. I'm going with the music first. they had a whole cheat code of using all licensed music for this anime and it didn't hit. Like, what are we talking about? I'm like,
Yeah.
you using Limp Bizkit Rolling Gang. Like, that was the sign
Mhm.
of you doing this for a casual audience. At least for me. Like, I'm hearing that. I'm like, okay, yeah, they definitely did this for a casual audience. So like, oh, I've never heard of this thing. Oh, but I know that song from that time I heard this in 2000. Yeah, it's cool,
Sure.
fine, whatever. But like, for me, the music didn't always land. Now, I will give credit to I'll give credit to the one Evanescence song. They actually made an original song for the anime. And I'm like, the way they placed that,
Mm-hmm.
great. It was
Mhm.
great. Everything
Yeah, it
else,
was the
I'm
one that
like,
stood out.
exactly. And I'm like, y'all had all these other times where y'all could have used better music. And it's like, now we're just going to throw these other things. People know it. It's fine. It might work. Now, I will say this is like, this is the most American shit ever. Was that what was it? And it was like near the end of episode 8 where they put Green Day American Idiot. I'm like, oh, that's probably the most ironic shit y'all did. Yeah, we're gonna take over here. We're gonna play Green Day. Like, that was way too obvious. Like, what are we doing, bro? Like, it was
On the nose.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
On the nose and ridiculous. Gotta love it.
Mhm.
But other than that, I'm like, and again, like my notes were like just a Venn diagram between like me watching the anime for the first time and in the games. It's like the the games did original music. The anime, given that it's Netflix and Capcom, fuck it, throw Limp Bizkit like 15 royalty checks. It's fine. I'm like, there could have been a better way to do this, man. Like, at least as far as the music. Um, voice acting, my God. Again, like if any of our listeners out there partake, if y'all happen to do a drinking game of every time lady says fuck, y'all probably would have been passed out by now. But just it didn't land for me as far as the voice acting. Mind you, they have some legends voice acting stick. I'm pretty sure you're gonna name one of them. Like, but they have some legends doing the voice acting. I'm like, y'all could have done them justice by giving them better writing for this. Like it for me, it didn't connect all the way. Cause I'm like, Dante in the games, it's succinct to the point, it's suave, but in the anime it felt so try hard. It felt
Mhm.
really, really
That's the
try
word.
hard. And it's like, yeah, it stick. I gotta thank you for that one, honestly. Cause it's like, if you're trying to reach a casual audience who's never heard of this, that's not the way to approach it. Because even if you gave like word for word, bar for bar, the stuff from the games, people would have still picked up on it. I feel like it still would have been relatable enough for people to like latch on and be like, okay, I believe this motherfucker's suave as fuck. And an actual demon hunter, great. But all we got was like, he's like a kid doing this. Like, what are we doing? Like, it's ridiculous. But yeah, that's how I feel about it.
Gotcha. Stick.
So really quickly, I think the music was great to me. I think that was probably their best attribute when it comes to this anime. Um, if you live during a certain time, or if you just had nostalgia for some of these songs, when Limp Bizkit come on, Limp Bizkit, I'm gonna be honest, when I heard that, you know what I thought of? I thought of Undertaker driving down on that bike.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I thought of.
Hey.
That's the first thing I thought of. I was like,
Yeah, American badass.
yeah, American
Nah,
Badass, man.
if you were born in the late 80s or the early 90s, there's no way you don't think of the Undertaker when you hear that song.
You know what I'm saying?
Unless you just weren't allowed to watch wrestling, then
Right, yeah.
unfortunately.
And so my parents did that to us. Screw them. Anyway, but like, yeah. So it was cool that they did that. And my personal favorite was they threw on Rage Against the Machine in there during when they had the vinyl and that played. Loved that. That was fantastic.
They threw a
That was
Tony.
my favorite fight scene, by the way.
They threw a Tony Hawk Pro
It's a good
Skater
one.
2 song in there too. I really like how they did that. I'm not gonna lie.
That's what I'm
They
saying,
did
bro.
that.
It was really good stuff in there. So I did like the sound on that, right? Like Nisha said, there's some really good voice actors on here. I don't know if anybody's some Power Ranger fans on here, but remember, I want to say it's Adam. Was it Adam? Adam, the Black Ranger, after Zach left. He became the Black Ranger. So Johnny Young Bosch. He's done a lot of great characters. He's best known for Vash. He does Vash in some of the newer Trigun stuff. But he's done a lot of other things too. But he's become a very profound voice actor when it comes to anime. He was the voice of Dante. And this one hurts the most. It just the late great Kevin Conroy, man. The late great Kevin Conroy. The voice of Batman, dog. Like, what are we talking about. The voice of Batman was the voice of the vice president. So the fact that they've attached my man,
Damn.
Batman, may be
I didn't
the
even hear it
greatest,
when I think about it. That's
maybe
crazy.
the greatest animated TV cartoon, superhero cartoon
Mhm.
of all time. The voice has to be attached to this anime is very disheartening. I was very disappointed, but that's okay. The main thing that was the problem is just the dialogue that they gave them. Like Nisha said, there was a lot of just fuck and stuff just felt it was meant to be edgy, quote unquote, whatever. Like they were trying to make it sound like this or whatever. And I'm like, you don't have to do that. I feel like the audience doesn't need that unless you're targeting a certain audience, and I'll talk about that more in the overall review or whatever. But I just think that the voice acting just they did what they could. I'm glad you're back. They did what they could. I thought we lost you to the Makai realm. They did
That's what it was called. That's what it was
there
called.
it is.
Okay.
They did
You
what they could with
almost
what they-
did.
Shout out Yu Yu Hakusho anyway.
Yeah, shout out to you. They did what they could, what they had, man. It just the writing was just so bad that
Yeah.
I don't think any voice actor could have bodied what they did because it was just what they were giving you. Like you had to read it, and it was it just wasn't great.
Yeah. Well, that comes to the end of the meat of the episode as far as discussing the different areas of the anime. And now we're on to our favorite part of the podcast is where we rate the anime. Key, my apologies to you. We probably should have specified which anime specifically, to watch. So, but I'm glad
It's
we
all good.
did because
Hey.
we wouldn't have
Yeah.
got these type of reactions
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
So I'm glad. So the way this works for anybody that's new here, we rate the anime on a scale of 1 to 5. 1 being you rather sit there and watch paint dry on the wall, and 5 being this is the best anime you've ever watched, and you're gonna tell everybody and your mama to know to watch it. So we kind of got an idea where people at, but we gonna get y'all specific ratings, and this is like a recommendation rating. So it's like 1 to 5, how much you would recommend this to somebody if somebody asks you like, "Oh, what's some good anime I should watch?" Like how much on a scale of 1 to 5 you would recommend it. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with Key, and Key, you can let us know your rating on a scale of 1 to 5, how much you would recommend it to
You
somebody.
know what? Watch the anime, people. If I had to, then you do too. Watch it.
No,
Watch the anime.
no.
It won't let you down. It won't let you down. Watch it. Take it all in. You got to get past the first 7 episodes, though.
Oh,
Damn.
goddamn.
It's 8 episodes.
You got to get past the first 7, okay? Then you can choose to do whatever you want to do to that. Man, now in school, you needed a 2.0 to graduate. So that's what I'm going to give
for
this
real?
anime.
A
I'm
2.
giving it a 2.0. You needed a 2.0 to graduate.
That is a fact.
So I give it a 2.0. But if I had to
You
do
did
it,
not.
you do
You
too.
needed a 1.7.
In what school?
No,
Any school. A D is passing. If you get all D's, that's a
That's true.
1.7.
Nah, not for us.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
You just ain't hang out with
Well-
no dumb kids.
Oh shit.
True.
Diabolical
But-
work, I must say.
In Charles County, baby, you needed a 2.0
Well,
in your
I was
in your
Howard
final
County.
12th
It was
grade.
right when George Bush did no kids left behind.
Oh,
If
there
you
we
had
go. That's why.
So
I
how
don't know
did
if
you
that was
graduate?
you agreeing or you coming for me.
Well,
I'm
no,
not sure.
no.
So let it go.
No, you know how George Bush was. George Bush was trying to save them kids.
Yeah, it was right.
No, but
Um,
that's my rating, 2.0.
Okay, 2 out of 5 from Keith. All right, Tay, on to you. What you gonna rate Devil May Cry 2025?
feel like they made that for people who don't watch anime. Like if that's your first introduction to anime, it's a safe bet. It ain't too much on either side. It got different storylines. It wasn't a bad watch. I wasn't mad. I watched it, but I also wasn't really into the games like that, and I didn't watch the other anime either.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
for me being a newbie, watching anime, I only been watching maybe 2 years, I think, somewhere around there. I thought it was decent. I would give it a 3 or 3.5. I thought
Okay.
it was decent. If we're just talking about dumb stuff in the anime, I'll watch it over Hunter x Hunter. You can
Oh my
fight me all you
God.
want.
Oh my
I'll tell you
God.
that.
What?
Hunter x Hunter can suck a dick.
It's the way Stick and Key were like, nah, I'm throwing hands.
Okay.
It's got its
Yeah,
flaws,
all right.
but whoa.
You gonna let your son at 6 years old go out into the wilderness to find his daddy who never gave a fuck about him to begin with. All he got is a fishing rod, and because he could jump and run and semi-fight all of a sudden, and then he beating everybody's ass, and then he get kind of whipped one time. All of a sudden, there's a special power that you can get, and then he really never beat nobody's ass after that. He always was just a sidekick to somebody else's shit. He ain't have no
Lord.
real whatever. And then
Well-
finally, when he meet his father, and they at the tree of like the life tree, and then now you talk about I'm gonna go to the dark continent. Why the fuck it gotta be a dark continent? First off, that's my story. What you trying to say? What you trying to say? And then we don't even get to see that. You leave us like cliffhanger. Fuck Hunter x Hunter. That's a
Oh
1
my
out of
God.
5. But I still like it. You can't stop but watch. You can't help but watch it.
And there's gonna be
A
the
Somebody
fun.
else.
More
1
content.
out of 5.
That's the clip.
That's the hot take. It ain't even a fucking anime we reviewed. That's crazy.
Sorry.
Nah, for
But
real.
I would give it a 3.2 out of 5. It was decent, and I think if you're not
keep
accustomed to anime, it's a good stepping stone for you to see what it's about. That's what I would say.
The same show. You gave Hunter x Hunter a 1, and you gave this monstrosity of Nickelodeon and
Oh, God.
Toonami a 3.
Hold on.
Well, hold on, because they got a pass, so a 1.7.
There you go.
Oh my
Yeah, they
God.
passed.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Maybe
he
to
bumped
the
it up.
next
He bumped it up to
grade.
1.7.
Your
So that's a D.
Your
Hey, yo,
promotion is
Stick.
Y'all
in
getting at a
place.
1.7 is a D. I don't.
But he
Went
passed.
Charles
wrong.
County.
So
And
he
that D
graduated. So
was
that's
2
good.
point up.
Graduated
Am I
is
wrong?
sick
And
work.
Howard County it did.
Yeah.
That's it.
Like it got the diploma, so it's good, right?
They got a GED.
Yeah,
Hey,
they got
yo.
stay back or nothing.
GED is crazy.
Howard County is sick work. I can't.
That's where Tay said he graduated.
I don't know what to tell y'all.
I wasn't ready for that. That was good. Oh my God. That was good.
All right.
It's terrible. It's trash.
Oh my God.
Yo, I was laughing so hard because the way you was going on about that is like how I be going on about some of the anime we be watching, like School Days, Burst Angel.
Oh,
First Angel Classic. Fuck out of here.
Like,
Classics.
Fuck out of here.
I be going all.
terrible anime.
But yeah, no, for real. No, this
is like
anime.
the 5th time you said that.
So you know I'm telling the truth.
Flavors are gas.
No, I don't know that you're telling the truth. That's the reason that, that we're having this interaction right now.
Well, you like Sailor Moon, so
Okay, all right. We about to piss on like 5 different fan bases, Nick.
Yeah,
Go
we
ahead.
can't keep ruining people's fan bases. This is crazy.
no, I'm just saying.
Can do.
Oh Lord.
We still getting heat for Horror Mia.
We are.
We still get that shit on TikTok of all places. Like the fuck.
All right. But yeah, overall, it
That she
was a
can be your
very.
fave, Tay.
What?
Now,
What you just say?
I bet she can be your fave.
Who?
Sailor Moon. And without the scouts, by herself.
He can't beat the Powerpuff Girls.
Oh,
She definitely gonna whoop the
Powerpuff Girls will bust her shit.
Stick your face.
You out your damn mom. Powerpuff Girls will bust their shit.
Not really.
Yes, they would.
No.
Okay, that's
Oh my
cute.
God.
Yeah, we might
Absolutely
have
not.
to save this for a future episode. Powerpuff Girls
Right.
versus
Sailor
Sailor
Moon.
Moon. Hold
The
on,
She
hold
no,
would
on.
get
we're
her
gonna do
ass
the
beat.
Sailor Scouts
Write it
since he wants
down.
to put all of the
No,
because he
no, no,
no
we
no
are
no
not.
no 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 no.
No, we
We're
are
gonna do
not.
the Sailor Scouts versus the
No, we not.
Powerpuff Girls,
No,
and
the
then we'll see how
original
they do.
debate was the Powerpuff
Anywho,
Girls versus Sailor Moon. One
nope,
individual.
nope,
She get her ass beat.
nope,
Jump.
nope.
Pebbles will fuck her up.
Who the fuck is
Pebbles.
Pebbles?
Not Pebbles or Bubbles. Ha! I'm
You
done.
don't even know the people. Be quiet. Be quiet. You're done. You're done.
No, I'm high. There's a difference.
You're done.
Okay.
All right, all right. I'm gonna
Sailor
try to get
Scouts
this
versus the
straight.
Powerpuff Girls. Go ahead, Nick.
What was I saying? My rating. So yeah. It was a very commercial kind of show. Like it's made for the masses. Like I do think for the average person that doesn't watch anime, they could probably follow along just because it's easy. It's 8 episodes. There's action. There's cliffhangers. Um, and if you don't have an attachment to the backstory, then it's just what it. You just watch it. Um, as far as how much I recommend it to other people, uh,
We recommend it. Yes.
I
We
actually
recommend it.
do.
We
I do
recommend it.
recommend it. I give it a 3 out of 5. It's in the middle for me. Like it has a lot of flaws, and it could be better. The writing could be better, but when I'm thinking about like how much, if somebody else could watch it, it's kind of like it's going to suck for somebody who really wants good storytelling, but it's
Oh,
also going to
great storytelling.
probably be really good for someone who just wants something with action to watch.
Sure.
So that's why it falls in the middle. When we were in our last meeting, I told y'all about my ribs analogy for this
Mhm.
for this anime,
Go
and it
ahead.
was
Go
like
ahead. Go ahead.
it reminded me of like you order some ribs at like a chain restaurant, like a Fridays, a Chili's, or whatever, and you eat the ribs, and everybody keep kind of asking you like, "Is the ribs good?" You like, "No, I don't know. Like they not bad, but you keep eating them. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't taking
Mhm.
them back." And then you leave the restaurant and you like, them ribs was really hitting, but I ate them all though. And
Yeah.
you're gonna plan to go back the second time because now you got to figure out if the ribs are good or not. So that's how I feel about this anime. I'm gonna watch the second season to see if it's good or not, to see if they can do better, and that will probably decide for me if they keep going with this, whether or
Mhm.
not I continue to
No, they don't
watch
have no choice.
future
They
episodes.
better.
You said
Because
what?
I'll write a letter. Dear Mr.
Not you gonna go Karen
Royal
on them.
Hampton, I am a white woman
In
in
America.
America.
I'm not doing this with y'all. I can't. I'm not doing this with y'all.
A white woman in America.
White woman.
Side note from that Drewski Hall of Fame. That's all I got. Continue.
Pissing everybody off in the best way possible. Yeah, 3 out of 5 from me. Nisha, how'd you feel about what's your rating for Devil May Cry?
Oh, the almighty rating once more. All right.
Mhm.
Again, this is coming from a person who's both seen this from the point of view of I've played the games, I know the story. Versus, okay, there's a casual fan seeing this specific thing for the first time and trying to get the whole context in the anime. They're not going to be able to understand everything. It felt so disjointed with the writing, with the characterization. Because, like, for somebody who's watching this the first time, is Lady the main character? No. What the fuck? Like, is Dante really this immature? I'm like, he's way more suave in the game. Like, it leaves more questions than answers for the casual viewer. So for me, it's like, I say 2.5. And I'm not gonna lie, the majority of that is the animation.
Mm.
Out of everything.
Mhm.
The animation is probably what carries this for me. And on top of that, I'm like, gang, the people who did the animation for this did Castlevania with the animation, the story, the writing. It is way tighter in Castlevania, and y'all barely did it for Devil May Cry because it's like, yeah, fuck it, it's Capcom. We're gonna throw all the money at it. Like, gang, it's not gonna save what could have been a much more solid anime in the end of it as far as an end product. Like, fuck out of here. 2.5. At least as far as me recommending it. That's it.
We gotta range it.
Also, I completely forgot to mention this. This motherfucking episode 7 said, "Let's rock." You do not deserve to say "let's rock." No, you are not my go Dante. That's it. All right, I'm done.
All right, stick. Let us know how you feel. Well, today you give something 0 stars. Well, today.
Nah, today's
It's go crazy. It's Aries
today's
season.
not.
Go crazy.
Let's rock.
Nah. Today's not that day.
Let's rock.
Today's not that day.
Episode 6. Just remember, episode 6. Keep that in your mind as you make your judgment.
No. Be quiet. 6. Do what needs to be done.
So,
Hey, yo.
so you know how when you go into the store, right? And you ain't got a lot of money, bro. Like the budget's tight. So you go to the cereal section and you might look at Lucky Charms, but then you look at next to it, you see Magic Stars. You're like, oh. And you know how sometimes you'll look at Fruit Loops.
Goat.
You'll look at Fruit Loops and you'll see next to it, you'll be like, oh, Fruity Hoops.
Right.
And you know how like you'll look next to, you know what I'm saying, Honeycomb, it'll look like Bee Homes.
General Punch.
Yeah, you feel me?
Mountain Lion.
Yeah, Dr. Thunder. You know,
Frosted Square.
generic stuff where you're like,
Cola.
General Crunch is crazy.
Like you know what it is, what it was supposed to be, but it's just the really super duper knockoff version of that. If you see on my nameplate here, it says Satan Probably Weeping, because this wasn't Devil May Cry. Okay, let's just get that. This wasn't Devil May Cry. This was Satan Probably Weeping.
It was Jesus Still Has a Chance.
Yeah. It was. This was made for, and just the dialogue, the music choices, the corniness. This was somebody who wakes up in the morning and drinks a Monster Energy, and then they go around and they use the word bro like 200 times in one day. And then they go
anyway.
And then they go eat at like Panda Express for some weird reason. And then like, and they're like, oh, I need to hydrate. So then they drink a Mountain Dew, which horrible decision, by the way.
I thought you were going to say Chipotle with the extra protein bowls.
No, they wouldn't do that. That's silly. This was very frat bro. And when I mean frat, I mean white fraternity bro type of shit. All the fucks and the motherfucks, and it was just a bunch of that. And I'm like, I know who this is for. This is for the casual person that may have heard of Devil May Cry. They might not even played the game. They just have heard of it, and they wanted to get into anime. And they said, I'll just give this a try because everything else just seems quote unquote weird. So I can understand why Nick and both Tay were like, hey, I took it for what it was. Cool. This was fine. And I can see why Nisho and Key were like,
yeah,
go throw this into the biggest ocean you can find. You know what I'm saying? So I get that.
Under the Titanic.
Me personally, I'm like right in the middle. And I've watched anime for like a long, long, long time. This was ass. This is a 1.5. This is ass.
So proud of you, Six. I'm so proud that you didn't let me down.
Aries shit. I love it.
I'm so proud you didn't let me down.
But let's pump the brakes. Let's pump the brakes because while this is ass, and I'm giving it a 1.5. This is a 1.5 recommendation thing, right? So I would not be like, hey, you should go.
You're
watch
not
this.
getting a diploma.
I wouldn't say go watch this, but here's the problem with me. I'm an anime whore. I saw season 2 and I was like, I have to. Now I gotta go through it.
I'm an anime
whore. I gotta watch season 2 now.
I feel so dirty, bro. I feel so dirty that now I'm about
ribs,
to be like,
dog.
like,
you don't want to eat them Chili's ribs.
Like, bro,
no, I'm watching season 2.
Hey, Keith, say, did we not talk about this?
That's how I felt with every season of Hunter x Hunter.
That is
So
You
I
kept watching even after the second one.
I had to I had to finish. I had to realize see where this was going. Only to realize it went nowhere. It went nowhere. Hunter x Hunter. Let me tell you something. If they did nothing, the second or the other arc with
Who the
the
admin?
ants that look like ants. If they did nothing,
Ain't me.
they still would have. You went to the compound and did all these weird ass side quests, only for the old man to save it. He could have just did that. You could have just nuked these mugs, and then you got a sister who does every single wish. Come to find out, she do everything you tell her to do. Why even go fight motherfuckers? Why not? Hey, I got a sister. Let's go check with her. All this is nil and void. We ain't got to do all this. Nobody got to die. You got a sister who you can wish anything can happen, and you want to go fight somebody and lose. I don't understand. I don't.
Tay work off logic, and I like that.
It makes no
he work
sense,
off logic.
bro. It makes no sense. Then you got these grown ass niggas talking about you two kids go over there where they at and cause a disruption while we do this. Those are kids. That's somebody's daughter. That's somebody's son, and they need to kiss and get it over with. Cause that ain't no friendship. That's your boyfriend. You got a crush. Y'all got a crush on each other, and y'all just need to let that.
Boyfriend.
I ain't mad at it. Do what you do. I'm cool, but let's not beat around the bush about what this is.
Might seem like I'm hating.
Key.
And I don't understand. And then he get his sister and realize y'all gotta separate. And you go, and why do you care about your father? He was never there.
Yeah.
He literally said, I care more about being a hunter than being your father. I could give two fucks about you. I'm all about what I want. And you still want to find this dude and love him? Wow.
Why?
Yo, oh my God.
It's the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. I mean that. I can't think of one other storyline from any other story I've ever heard in my life. The Three Little Pigs makes more fucking sense than
Jesus
Hunter x Hunter.
Christ.
You didn't watch Tokyo Revengers?
I haven't.
That's also kind of crazy.
That's a lot of shit, bro.
That's kind of crazy.
Nigga, oh my God.
In my short anime career, this is the most dumbest shit I've ever came across.
But yet you kept watching.
Hey, give it time.
I had to finish.
Give it
It's
time.
like when you got an ugly girl and she about to, and you like smell a little something, but you like, I'm here.
Oh my God. Say.
You know, like it's a little something, but you gotta finish. You there? You made it.
No, you don't.
Gang, no, you don't.
You absolutely do not.
Sir, you do not. You do not have to do this. No, you do not.
I walked out on a man who bent over and spread his ass cheeks. I'm getting the fuck.
Yo, what is happening?
I don't know
what is going on?
I don't know what happened with you.
Anywho,
Oh my God.
Yo, I cannot breathe. I got
Lord.
I can't.
I'm just telling you.
I can't breathe.
Hold on,
My inhaler is not nearby.
For the record, man to man, when you there and you closing the deal and you just smell a little something, you gotta finish.
he is stuck.
I've never seen sticks stuck like this.
Listen, bro. Listen, I want to answer your question, but she said some dudes spread their butts. Yeah, and I need.
I'm over that.
I want to figure out what was happening, but then I was like, I don't know if I want to go further into this. I mean, he clearly wanted her to go further into it. I don't know. That's all I'm saying. So
take me through there. Don't take me through there.
Why he did it though?
Well, you know, she on a diet. She be eating salads.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Oh, she wanted the 50 Cent treatment. I mean,
yeah, for sure. It's
2026. People doing new things.
Yeah,
exploring.
Anything could happen.
Hey, Olive Garden at the table, tossing all everywhere.
No, I walked out in a bra, no shoes, and leggings. Bye.
That's what's up.
You don't want your stuff?
Period,
No,
queen.
I don't. Goodbye. Peace out.
Y'all killed Nisho, by the way. Nisho is dead. Nisho is somewhere buried somewhere. He's gone
with ice in it that took him out.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Shout out
to
the
the
rating
Aries.
was?
It was 1.5. Everything got chaotic at some point.
So it didn't get a diploma.
All right. So y'all heard our ratings. They went about how I expected them to go. You know, the two newbie
Mm,
anime watchers, we ain't
yeah,
really feel no type of way about it. It's watchable, you know. But
it's something to watch.
yeah,
And
it's like it's
I'm
not
not
that
mad that
deep.
I watched it. Like that's what I'm not mad at it. I won't
Yeah,
watch it again.
because I've been
Right.
pissed
But
off at some anime before by the end of
yeah,
it. You
like
know.
Hunter x Hunter.
Watch the show, guys. Yeah, watch
Please
it.
do.
We had to,
Please
so
do.
so do you.
All right. So there you go. You have our ratings. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. And before we, wrap everything up, do y'all have anything that y'all want to talk about or announce or say anything
Plug
about
any of that.
your individual stuff?
First United Methodist Church Laurel. Uh, from basically the entire month of May, I'll be preaching there. So come check your boy out. I just got hired as their associate pastor. So
Let's
bang bang.
go.
Hey,
Y'all thought I was joking
congratulations.
about the pastor thing, but it's real.
Nah,
No,
he
he really
legit.
is.
He
I
legit, for
just be
real.
talking stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that and yeah, that's it. Thank you guys for having us. Didn't have to. Appreciate it. I saw y'all. I be watching y'all reels. I be on Instagram, and I was like, "Yo, how you on this podcast? You ain't let us know." So
No, I
I'm
knew
glad
he was on the podcast.
I
I
didn't
just
know.
want to throw that out there.
I didn't
I've
know
known
Yeah,
since
until I
the
saw the
beginning that
reel.
he was on the podcast.
yeah,
I
here,
didn't
yeah,
He just
know.
didn't know.
yeah. Here we
So,
are. I'm just saying, here we are.
and there you go. So I appreciate you guys. Yeah, yeah.
No problem. Thank you for being on. Key, you got anything you want to announce?
No, not really. I'm black and I'm blessed. And like more great
Apparently, you
things for
be
me to
tossing
come. We
salad.
gotta have y'all on the TKOh Nah at this point.
Oh my god.
Bruh.
This is
Oh my
gonna
god.
be hilarious listening to y'all takes on all of the stuff that we be talking about, from hot topics
Boy,
to am I the a-hole, say it with your chest.
I gotta get
Battle
I
of the
would
all
Sexes
this
is
love
coming
shit,
to
up.
Lord.
have y'all on TKOh Nah.
We would
The
love to
Battle of the
be on
Sexes
there.
is coming up though. So and we got to do the mutant. Y'all should come over for the movie review
Oh
episode.
no, no, no.
Yeah, that's gonna be dope. The Tubi movie review episode.
Oh,
Oh
y'all
my
reviewing
God.
Tubi movie?
Tubi?
Yeah, we've been reviewing Tubi movies.
Nick, oh my god, Nick.
My best. So one of my good friends, made a couple
What?
movies that's
One of
on
your
it.
good friends?
We ain't it bad. See, stop. See, you be starting stuff.
One of
Follow
your
the
good
TKO Now
friends?
podcast on all your
One
streaming
of my friends who I'm on
platforms.
good terms with.
That's better. That's better.
One of my friends that I'm on good terms with.
That's better.
He actually has two movies on there and about to have a third.
Okay.
And she hated on his movie because for
And I
reasons.
was right.
Mm-mm.
Nope, you were
Well,
vindictive.
well.
Nisho? Nisho?
This ain't my podcast. Right now, this ain't my This ain't my
Nisho.
podcast. This ain't my
Nisho?
Well,
It was
Nisho.
creative. Was it not creative? Did we not have a good time watching it?
Well, much
Go
like
get the burners.
much like Devil May Cry,
Go
decisions
get
were
the
made. Anyway,
burners.
decisions were made.
much like Devil May Cry,
This
decisions were
boy
made.
said, would basically to go get the guns. Hey, yo, go get the burners.
People say
Get out of
Shut
that.
here.
up, you.
Get
People
out
say
of
that
here.
in high stress situation. You don't know.
Well, that
People
movie,
say that.
much like Devil May Cry, decisions were made during that movie. That's all I got to say about it. Anyway,
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all have heard it here. Make sure y'all go listen to that TKOh Nah podcast. Check out their individual activities and things. Thank y'all so much for being on the pod. We about to pick the anime to watch next month, so y'all could stay and react with us for the
oh
anime
no,
we
oh
selected at
no,
random, or you
oh
can go
god.
ahead and peace out. It's whichever you want to do. But this
Nah,
is the
I
last
want to
part.
see.
All
I
right.
want to see.
It don't take that
Oh,
long. It take like 5 minutes, so we
oh my
almost out of
god,
here.
I'm not ready. I'm sorry.
All right. So yeah, this is the part of the podcast where we pick the anime to watch for next month. We choose it at random. We use an anime wheel. So for everybody that suggests anime, this is why we don't take them just automatically, because we put them on the wheel, and if they pop up, they pop up. So I sent the share request.
Oh, so
Yeah,
the
I
wheel
had
betrayed us.
it'll
Got
pop
it.
up.
Oh yeah, the
that's why I-
wheel. We
Oh, no.
we put the it wasn't just us going with the one. Yeah, we used the wheel.
Mm-hmm. No, the wheel be doing us dirty every time. I
All
swear.
right, everybody can see the wheel.
Yeah.
All right. Oh boy.
Wait. Well, wait, it's a couple
Oh,
I think
this
we
is
already
not
did.
the updated one.
Yeah, I'm about to say it's a couple we already watched.
I definitely updated this.
Let's press
Oh
anyway. See what happens.
well, yeah.
If
we
we
gonna
land on
have
Fuck
to-
something
it. We
that we
here.
see.
Fuck it. Let's see.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
We'll
Wheel of fuckery. Oh, anyway, sorry, my bad. Wait, whoa. Oh.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
shit,
yeah.
that's the one I picked. Let's go.
Wow.
Kuroko's basket. Oh,
Right after March Madness.
Wow.
Oh,
Right after March
shit.
Madness.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
I
This is
actually put
one I'm excited to watch.
I actually
you
put this
know.
one on the wheel. I'm shocked. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Why does
Yeah, it was
look
on y'all
like
list that y'all
Space
gave us,
Jams,
too.
but with better hair?
Oh, fair and accurate.
Oh, why?
I mean, you're
All
not
right,
all the way
y'all.
wrong.
So there y'all have it. Our next anime that we watching is Kuroko's Basket. First time watch for me as always. So I'm going in blind.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is this our first sports anime?
It is. It would technically
Yeah.
be our first sports anime.
Oh man.
Yeah.
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 We're about to see motherfuckers
Is
get
this
dunked
on
on. This
Crunchyroll?
crazy.
Impact.
I think
Best
it is on
sport
Crunchyroll.
anime ever.
Let me
Rising
check.
Impact.
Rise of
On the-
Impact.
Rising Impact. The golf one. It's
Oh.
only it's the only
Oh,
sports
yeah.
one I've ever watched. So for me, it's the best. I haven't
might
watched
have
any
to-
other one.
Add that one to the list. I'm
so-
so mad this didn't update.
So, from what I can see, it's on Netflix and Crunchyroll.
Oh,
Okay.
perfect.
That works.
Perfect. I ain't gotta go sign up to no new
I don't
subscription
know.
services.
Well,
You know I'm a basketball aficionado, guys. I'm gonna nitpick. You know who I am.
Sick.
All right. So you're like 7'3", and you know.
7'3".
That's not accurate at all.
7'3" is.
I know.
7'3" is crazy.
Accurate at all.
Everybody's tall to me, so you know.
That is a fact. That is a fact.
All right, y'all. Well, this is the end of the podcast. Thank you so much, especially if you made it this to the very, very end. Shout out to Tay and Key again for being here with us. Make sure you follow us. And we out, and we like to do this thing where we do from Samurai Champloo, they hold the hands up
My
and
go
go
anime.
bonsai. So if y'all would like to join on in with us, you go ahead and hold them hands up, and we gonna lean to the left and say bonsai. All right, lean to the left.
Bonsai.
All right, no. All right, so on the count of three, lean. On the count of three, lean to the left and say bonsai.
All
One,
right, here we go.
2, 3. Bonsai.
Bonsai.
Stop recording.
right.
Please stop the recording. Hold on. Hold on.
Here's a-
Good work.
You know, I never had to